Hey you guys, it's Liz here. I'm tinting the Honda Civic Hatchback. What year is this? 2018, I think. So we do have a glass. I think many of you know we purchased the glass right here. And I've had many people kind of comment on the way to heat shrink the bottom is basically the hardest part to heat shrink. So since I got this, I haven't done a video in a long time, I figured I'll just do a video with how I heat shrink the bottom. So I've done this car, you know, plenty of time. Normally I work on the bottom first versus the top, but I wasn't really thinking today, so I did the top already because that was like the super easy part. And the bottom, what you want to do is always make sure you leave a large overhang. So my pattern is cut up to right here, but I have this whole part right here that is overhang. So when you're heat shrinking, it just makes it easier when you have this large overhang right here. So you could heat shrink all the way, you know, take your heat shrink all the way down here if you have to. And then if you crease anywhere below this, it's fine. So now I'll show you how I heat shrink it. So here we go. My camera. All right, so I'm gonna put my camera there. Grab my heat gun. Here's another tip with what we do with our heat gun, and this was Dave's idea. Our heat gun, we always have it on high heat, and he also always puts the date of the heat gun, when you know how long it's lasts. We're keeping track of that. And then Dave's idea is pretty cool. He took out the button, because sometimes what's happened in the past is that I'm heat shrinking, and this button right here, you could adjust the heat level. And my heat level, if you drop it on the ground so much, this heat gun right here, it adjusts the heat level. So sometimes when I'm heat shrinking, like I said, it's happened before where my heat level was at medium, and it was taking me forever to heat shrink a car. And so I'm like, what the heck? And I'm looking at this, and this level thing got adjusted without me realizing it. So with taking this out, it prevents that from happening. Because like I said, every time we heat shrink, we have the level set at high at all times. So taking this button out is wonderful. It's a good idea by Dave. Okay, so now let's get to the heat shrinking. So versus talking, I'm just gonna let you guys see how I heat shrink the window. So can you guys see? I'm trying to, okay, so here I go. All right, if you can see, here is the line right here. So I'm taking my heat shrink all the way down here, way past the line. And then if you're creasing right here, who cares? Because you're gonna cut it off, so it doesn't matter. So there goes one side, it's all done. I'm gonna come over here, pretty much do the same thing, of course, on the other side. Okay. Here. go. Then the middle part right here, you can see it kind of clustering right here in the middle. Doesn't matter if you heat shrink it because this whole part right here is going to be cut out. So it really doesn't matter if you crease it anywhere here, but just make sure you shrink it down. There. Let me get just a little bit more of this part. There. All right. So it's all done. This part right here, of course, is gonna all be cut out, but it's all fabulously shrinked with no creases. And it took me about, what, 6 minutes? All right, thanks for watching, you guys. Ready? Go ahead. So I'm just tackling my film down. So just kind of showing you guys, this is the part that people usually get a bunch of fingers up here, and I have none. So get this side. There you go. All good. Look at it again. So there's no finger. Yeah, okay, so yeah, so there's none there. So that's how you heat shrink the back window.